anticipation for this upcoming Arkansas season, coming off the 9-win second year under Sam Pittman. The sky's the limit for this Razorback team. I know everybody's going to be picking Alabama to win the West, as they probably should. Maybe Texas A&M as a dark horse, who Arkansas beat, of course. LSU, we're all hyped up about Brian Kelly, another team Arkansas beat last year. Don't sleep on them Arkansas Razorbacks. And just when you thought, well, maybe they'll be taking it easy this spring, some of these leaders like KJ Jefferson, Jalen Catalon, what's their status going to be after, of course, Catalon missed about half the season there with the shoulder injury. Well, good news, he's back. KJ Jefferson, he's a little banged up by the end of the season. He's back. Here's what Sam Pittman had to say when asked about KJ Jefferson and Jalen Catalon and their availability for this spring.
I don't look for KJ to be limited at all, nor Catalon, for that matter. Those two guys, no, I don't think so. Now we've got a few guys that will be, but those two certainly not. I think Landon Jackson will be a limit. He'll be limited coming off an injury. But I think that we've got some guys that had some off-season surgery, Dominic Johnson and things like that, that won't be able to participate yet. I think he'd do something maybe in the late summer.
So right there you go. If you're a Razorback fan, you got to be fired up. Your two best players, your captains on offense and defense, ready to go this spring in Fayetteville, and that'll set the tone. Believe me, I've seen it before. SEC teams, you start getting hyped, star players sitting out, in the non-contact jerseys for all of camp. That sets a really bad precedent for the rest of the team. And when you got your two hardest workers out here, your two best players busting their ass on the practice field in spring, it just sets the tone for the rest of the team. So I think that was a little bit of an important note to make. And then one guy, everybody in Fayetteville and the great state of Arkansas ready to see hit the field for them Razorbacks is the transfer Drew Sanders from Alabama. He's not yet penciled in as the starter. He's got to earn that. But Sam Pittman was asked, does this guy look like a starter to you? Here's what Pittman had to say.
He looks like it. Yes. I mean, he can run. He's big. He ain't hit anybody yet, but he did at his other school. And, yeah, he looks good.
Of course he's a starter. I mean, tried to hype that one up a little bit. But, yeah, I mean, again, he's going to have to earn it. Arkansas, with just some incredible leadership at that linebacker position last year, now gone off to the NFL. I know Bumper Poole is back, but if you got Bumper Poole and Trey Sanders, if he lives up to the hype, that's a hell of a 1-2 to build your linebacking core on next season for the Razorbacks. But putting all those pieces together, of course, Barry Odom on the defensive side, and then Kendall Browse on the offensive side. This also broke since the last time we talked last week. Both those coaches have landed contract extensions through the 2024 season. It's been a month-long thing with Sam Pittman. Where's his contract status at? Let's kick it over to Coach, talking about keeping these assistants in Fayetteville when, it's been well documented. Miami's after Kendall Browse. Barry Odom, Texas tried to get him. LSU tried to get him. I'm sure there have been others we just weren't aware of, but Sam Pittman has been able to keep these coaches on staff, and that is going to pay huge dividends next fall for the Razorbacks.
Of guys because of the team's success, we've had a whole lot of guys get job opportunities, and they're still here. So very, very happy, pleased to do that. I've seen too many programs that go south by losing one or the other coordinator or all three coordinators, whatever it may be. And it's a big, big deal for myself and our team that we keep the guys that are in front of the most people. And very, very honored that Dow stayed with us as well.
I did, yeah. So you're on the brink maybe of renewing or, re-upping. Just your thoughts about that.
I don't know. I mean, I'm hoping to get it done sooner than later, but that's something you'll have to ask Hunter but I think I hope and I think we're much closer than we've ever been. So I don't know.
And then one last comment that this was the best one of the entire presser. He waited till the end of it, but the common theme here of the Sam Pittman era, it's hard to even remember because they've had so much success and we all live in a recency bias type mindset. But you got to remember when he got there, I know we don't want to talk about COVID and all that, but that was the storyline. How are these first year coaches going to manage it? This is going to be the first ever 0-10 team in SEC history. That's what everybody was saying. Not me, but damn near everybody. I said Arkansas won multiple games. They surprised even me. They won 3 that first year. It was a respectable showing. And they turn around last season, of course, win 9 games. Now they're getting hyped up. I don't know the poll they're referencing here, but someone does have Arkansas apparently at number 6 in the country in the preseason. All this hype surrounding the Arkansas Razorbacks and the damage they could do this fall. Sam Pittman, here's his thoughts on it.
Coach, big picture. You guys have been down the totem pole. Nobody's seen you coming, and now it's not going to be like that. I saw a rating today, somebody's poll. It picks y'all 6th in the country. Just how do you keep the mindset of your team to be working and have a chip on your shoulder, which is, I think, one of your strengths, the last year?
Well, no matter what people say about you, you still have to. Not everybody's going to say good about you, so you still have that chip to prove somebody wrong. And if nobody's talking bad about us, we'll just make it up and we'll go down there because the bottom line is that's who we are. And we are a chip on the shoulder underdog from the head coach all the way down to the last player on the team. And we like it that way. And that's who we are. And so I don't know about that. I don't know who put the 6th in the country. Come on. But we're certainly going to strive to get that way. We have extreme confidence in our football team. We have a lot of kids coming back, got a quarterback back, our safety back who we played over half a year without. So we should have a good football team. I find it hard to think that, as the season went on last year, that teams that played us were overlooking us. I mean, we'd beaten some pretty good teams and gotten in the top 10 in the country. So I'm pretty sure they figured out we had, a decent football team. So we'll see what happens. But I can promise you our team isn't going around patting themselves on the back. We got something to prove. Last year was last year. We got something to prove. We still have the people of Arkansas to make them proud of us. That's our number one goal, to make the people of the state of Arkansas proud of us. And, we know if we do that, then we're playing hard and we're winning games.
They'll just make it up if they have to. I mean, that was fantastic. And I'm already seeing people comment, hey, I'll sign up for fake accounts just to talk trash to my Razorbacks if that's what it takes to inspire them this offseason to get prepared for the season. I'd love to see it, but I just thought that was hilarious. And he's right. I mean, this is a program with a chip on their shoulder. And yet, I'll tell you, there's hype in the state of Arkansas. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen here at SEC Media Days. I've already outlined this before, but I'm just giving you the blueprint now. Arkansas making strides, looking good. But they just lost Treylon Burks, best receiver in school history. Look at this schedule. They got to play Cincinnati. They got to play Liberty. They got to play Bobby Petrino. And that's before they play all these SEC West teams. They catch an emerging South Carolina out of the East this year. They'll be lucky to win 8 games. That's what they're going to be saying So no need to make up any garbage when it comes to the Arkansas Razorbacks. That's the storyline that'll be coming out of Atlanta. It's usually in Hoover, but it's in Atlanta this year for SEC Media Days. Just count on that now. Sam Pittman and company, they're going to have plenty of fuel to get them going come football season. No doubt in my mind.